I'm Amanda, that's my husband Patrick. I'm going to share with you our story. My children were taken into DHS custody July 8th of this year after an arrest warrant and a failed drug test. I thought my life was over. I had heard DHS horror stories of families being ripped apart, parental rights terminated, and children traumatized. My fiance and I knew we could not let our children become another statistic and grow up in the system and never get to come home to us. I had made some terrible decisions, but they were fixable. I needed guidance, support, advice, and most of all, I needed to hand this over to God and let Him show me the way. I couldn't sit around not knowing, waiting on a court date. I called the caseworker that removed my kids from the home every day until someone gave us a starting point. It was the Steps Family Resource Center. I didn't know it then, but this wonderful place was put into my life as a blessing. Prior to this situation, I often wondered what my role was on this earth. I love my role as a mother and a caretaker for our family, but I knew deep down that there was more to that. I'll get back to that in just a moment. We started the nurturing parenting class at Steps, and this is where we learned about 100 families. I learned about the outrageous number of kids in Arkansas that were not living in families of their own. And while foster families are wonderful and they're needed during hard times, the goal should always be for the family to be reunified and be the best family that they can be. I learned so much from my class at Steps, but my biggest gift was the support and hope I was given. Anytime I was discouraged and felt like I couldn't do it, Trudy was there with a big hug and exactly the right words to keep me going. At the end of every class, she would say, "Call 100 families, they're there for you." So we did. Meeting with Karen Phillips changed everything because we had an outline. We told her what we needed and she made a plan. She talked to our caseworker when we felt like we couldn't. She got our appointment scheduled when it felt like we were being set up to fail. She helped us find resources to give us a hand up because our family needed it. As a part-time retail worker on disability with a fiance in school for HVAC, we just wanted to do better, but we needed the support and the guidance to do so. Karen was there for staffings with DHS or to pray with us when we couldn't do it ourselves. She also gave us a gentle yet firm nudge when we needed pointed back in the right direction. We worked and fought hard, but the support we received was unreal, unexpected, and essential in our journey. Then one day we walked into a church in our neighborhood and something made me open up to complete strangers about our situation. Again, we were supported, loved, and asked what we needed. This brought me to the most important relationship of my life, which is with the Lord. My fiance and I were married on a Friday and baptized that Sunday with our children present. It was our first unsupervised all-day visit, and it was an amazing day. It was filled with the love from the Lord. And only 3 weeks later, our children have returned home on trial home placement. 2 months and 4 days from the day our case was opened. This is unheard of because we had something that most people don't. We had support. Not many people are willing to be an ally for parents who have lost their children. But parents need their children, children need their parents, parents need their children, and families need support and sometimes help, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mentioned earlier my purpose in life. These families in situations similar to ours need allies, and allies are hard to find. I want to become the ally to support and love these families so they can be their best, and most importantly, together.
And let me just tell you, Patrick is just as amazing as Amanda. I don't know if you want to say anything. Okay, that's all right. You don't care if I say anything about you, do you?
No.
Okay.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, that's true. Patrick is a very loving father to his children, and I mean, it touched my heart when he sat in my office and just cried, big puppy dog tears because he missed his children so much. He missed his children, and he just felt like he wasn't ever going to get them back. And I don't know what that feels like, but I can imagine that the daily pain is overwhelming. But anyway, they were very, very, very inspirational, and they did everything asked of them. Called me late one night, again, the constant fear that they have to deal with. Called me, said, we don't know what's gonna happen, you know, things are not going right, we think that they're not gonna give us our kids back, they were going to, we feel like, you know, one day it's yes, one day it's no, one day it's, you know, we're on a roller coaster and we can't handle it, you know, we are emotionally bankrupt right now, you know, just from the pain of not knowing what's gonna happen with our family and with our kids and worrying about them, right? You were constantly worrying about what was happening to them and were they okay?
What hurt the most is that we caused a problem for a child. You know, we weren't victims, our kids were. And we couldn't act like victims. We had to act like we didn't make a mistake, we made a bad decision. A mistake is something you didn't know you were gonna do. A decision is something you plan on doing. So we made a bad decision and our kids had to pay for it, not us. Even though we got hurt, you know, it hurt us, but our kids had to pay the ultimate price. And that was right.
That's good.
And there's a big drug problem in this city that we weren't ready for when we moved here. And it kind of caught us, you know, we slipped into it when we were playing with fire and we got touched.